Hey guys, it's Christian Singh here back from CNH Smallengine for another informative review video. This one deals with firearms and firearms parts and upgrades. This is basically a sole review video for a website that I've been buying parts for probably about a couple of years right now for my Vepr 12 shotguns, and I just want to give a quick review. To give some legitimacy to some of these companies overseas that I actually purchased from, and you can go from there for that. Because what I did was I basically bought a new recoil assembly for the Vepr 12. The reason I bought this was because I got a JTE, the actual Vepr 12 recoil assembly, and I wanted to install the actual upgrade or improved the actual shaft they have under for the actual guide rod shaft, and I wanted to experiment with just sticking it on a OEM piece right here rather than the typical JTE recoil unit right there for that. Because what happened was the original JTE guide rod assembly I ordered off their website, I took it up to my cabin, and I was basically testing it out at the same time I was doing my GKO3 video up there, and I shot about 30 rounds through the gun up there basically with that one shotgun. And I had one problem where the rear portion of the JTE guide rod assembly, it does not have this nifty little keeper in the back right here that keeps the dust cover down. The Russian one, the OEM Molot one, has a little push button on the back here, and the JTE one does not have that. Well, unfortunately, after about shooting for about 30 rounds of Wolf slugs up there, basically the dust cover actually popped up on the back right there for that by having the JTE guide rod and not having this portion of the spring-loaded mechanism in the back right there for that. So please be aware of that fact if you're out there shooting with the JTE guide rod assembly and you have the rear keeper attached to the guide rod, because unfortunately for me, for my specific case, I can no longer back up that JTE guide rod myself, so I'm basically sticking with the OEM parts from here on out right there for that. So I just want to give a review. I ordered a complete Molot OEM guide rod assembly with the springs attachment to it, plus I also ordered 2 additional springs because, as I said before, I mainly shoot heavy buckshot and slugs with my shotgun all the time, and I was basically checking out the actual springs on the new ones I got here in the mail here last week, and the ones I have, because I basically got about a few hundred rounds through my gun right now. I think about 300 or 400 rounds of about buckshot and slugs, and I was comparing the original spring right now that I have in the gun to the new ones I got in the mail here, and I was basically putting them side by side, and the ones I currently have in my gun originally, it looks like they shrank probably maybe about a half an inch right there. I guess somebody told me online one of the biggest problems with springs is the more cycles you put through a spring, the weaker it gets right there for that. So it's always a good idea to keep your springs nice and tight so the gun will function and cycle okay, because you don't want your bolt carrier slamming in the back of your receiver on there and possibly mushrooming the back where your spring or your actual recoil assembly bolts into right there for that, guys. So if anybody has any comments, questions, whatnot, you can feel free to leave me a message here. The company I bought this from is called ruststock.com. I probably failed to mention that. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize for that. It's ruststock.com. They sell authentic OEM Vepr, Sega. Basically, they sell. Let me see. They sell about 4 or 5 different brands like AK, SVD, I think SVT 40, Vepr, and Sega parts and stuff like that. So if you don't see something on the website, you can always shoot them an email and ask them if they can possibly get it for you, because they do have flexible payments, and they also are flexible in getting you things that they currently do not have on the website. So if you see something on you don't you basically want but they don't have on the website, shoot them an email. And if you see a price on there that you think it might be too high, you can also shoot me a question about that, see if that can be a little bit negotiable as well too. So I definitely give them 2 thumbs up, guys. So if you want to get up any upgrade parts for your Vepr 12 shotgun, or if you want to buy OEM branded items right there for that, I do recommend them currently right now for that. So if anybody has any questions, comments, whatnot, feel free to leave me a message here, and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as possible about any details or any questions you might have about Veprs or parts or accessories like that, guys. So I'll see you. Have a nice day.